Alright, I'm out here on the 2019 Sea-Doo GTX 300 Limited. I was going to go over some of the features that you'd have to definitely read into the manual. Anyway, I read it, I don't know, I just kind of want to know everything I could about my ski. But I was just going to show you some things that you might not be aware of or might not know how to adjust. I mean, the obvious is your left over here is neutral and reverse. So, and you can look at your dash and see what you're in. With the N right here, I'm in neutral. I'll put it in reverse. See, now I'm backing up. Let off, it goes back into neutral. Of course, right grip is going to be forward, switches to F. Go back into neutral. Now, if you are in neutral, and you have to be careful doing this because if you're in a current or winds or anything, and you're drifting forwards or back, you can adjust that. You go over to your left handlebar, the VTS, and press up or down and hold it for a second, and you'll see it'll come up on your dash, neutral adjustment. So you can press the VTS up button. I'll just press it once, and well, I went out of it. So adjusting plus and down is adjusting back. So if you're drifting forwards in neutral, you press VTS down, and if you're drifting backwards, you press VTS forward. So anyway, get out of that. You can, well, it'll drop out in a couple of seconds, or you can hit forward or reverse, and it'll kick it out. And the display here below your speed, I have it set to your RPMs right now, but on your right hand controller, the right arrow button, that will switch it from RPM to water temp. Man, this is some warm water. Then the next will be your depth, and then go into settings. I'm not even going to go into that. It's basically setting the clock pretty much. Is pretty much all that does. Let's see, what's next? Well, except for the slow mode. All right, if it has a slow mode over here, which is this button right here on your left hand, whatever you call these, pad. So I'm going to press that, and it puts me into forward and into slow mode. Now, if you see the blinking light at the top, this is the speed basically that it's at. You can adjust your slow speed by on the right hand up and down. I want to press the up, and you see it says set level. Now it's set level 2, set level 1. I prefer it at 1. This is great coming into docking. Just press the speed button. You press it again. Well, you can also see up here that's the symbol for speed control. I'm going to press it again, and now I'm back into forwards, and I'm going to go back into neutral. The only other thing that I can tell you about is, and it's going to be almost impossible for me to show it to you because I'm holding the camera with my hand and I need two hands to do this, is the cruise control. And the way that works is, as you're going along, whatever speed is comfortable for you, or if you're cruising or whatever, and you know it gets tiring holding the throttle part way in. It's, you know, so you get it to the speed you want, and you come over here and you hit the speed control button once, and you'll hear it beep. When you hear it beep, you'll see the symbol come up that it's on. Then you can squeeze the throttle all the way to the back. It won't go any faster than whatever speed you hit the button at. Now it will go slower. You let off, it'll slow down. You want to go back to that speed, you pull the throttle all the way back to the grip, and it'll go right over to whatever that speed is you set. Now to get out of that, you do have to come back down to idle. You have to completely let off the throttle, come back to idle, then come back over and press your speed control button. Alright, and then modes. Did forget about that one. Mode button. Alright, right now it's in, I guess, what they call touring mode. I got nothing up here. I'm going to press it once. There's sport mode. Now it comes up and gives you a warning. You know, increased acceleration. Instruct passengers to hold on, or something like that. Anyway, you're still not in sport mode. If you see sport mode is blinking up here, you have to press the mode button again, Yeah, I just went into eco mode. Hang on, let me do this right. Okay. Alright, we're in touring mode. I'm going to go into sport mode. Press it, hold it for a second. Boom. Now you see sport mode is on, and I got sport lit up here at the top. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. It also uses a whole lot of gas. So, just be warned about that. Alright, next mode is the absolute super boring, not sure why you would ever want to use it, eco mode. Now my thinking was it was just decreased acceleration, nice gradual stuff. No, it does that too. It's like a slug, and then the top speed is about 34 miles an hour, full throttle. It is just terribly boring. I mean, why? I generally just stay in the touring mode like this. So that's basically covering everything you can do up here, pretty much, with the exception of the sound system. I'm not going to even attempt to cover that. So it's pretty easy to set up. Read your book on that one. But anyway, I forgot about one last thing. It's got a lot of features on here. Your VTS, which is pretty obvious. That's setting your trim, and you can see where your nozzle is set by this little hash mark here. Let me adjust it. So I'm adjusting it down, down, down. So I found on this ski, set right about here is where I like to keep it. In sport mode, it keeps it in the water, and also in riding, it seems to cut through the chop better and have pretty good handling. The higher you set it, a little more squirrely it gets. A little, I don't know, the steering's a little weird, I guess because you're so much out of the water. All the way down, it is really tight steering. You full speed trying to bust a turn, you better be hanging on, because you're turning and you're probably getting flung off. Okay, I think that's got it all. Of course there are, oh, no it doesn't. Over here you have your, well, I got it set to trip A, but the left arrow button on the right handlebar controls that. So you have trip A, and let's see, this is how many hours, and then this is your total ski hours. I'm at 12.2, just got out of break-in. So I'm not going to do it right, well, screw it, I'll go ahead and do it. If you want to reset your trip, press and hold right button. Press and hold, boom, done. Trip A set back to 0. Your hour set back to 0, but you cannot reset your ski hours, obviously. Alright, I think I've got it all now. Let's see. Yep, pretty sure that's majority of it, if not all. So hope this helps you operate your ski.